What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. Been a while since I did one, and to be honest I wasn't going to do one, but I've been getting loads of messages from people asking me what my thoughts are on Manchester United's deadline day transfer business, more so than anything. It's kind of sad because I do constantly forget that we signed Donny van de Beek, which is unfortunate because I think he's such a good player. Donny van de Beek, anytime he's come on since signing, he's shown a lot. He is definitely an underrated signing, and I definitely want to see more of Donny van de Beek. But anyway, I just want to talk about my feelings towards Manchester United as a whole, in a business sense, because I feel like the more news that breaks every day about transfers and what we didn't do, what we should have done, who we really wanted, it's just really bothering me. Because today there was a story that came out and it said that Ollie's main targets are still Erling Haaland and Jadon Sancho, and I just feel like that's not going to happen. That your main targets are not. Once Woodward is in control, once Ed Woodward is doing business, negotiating deals for Manchester United, we will never get our main targets. Never mind for one window or two windows, we will never get our main targets if that guy is the guy doing business. People like to think that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the guy who not only manages the team, but he is also the one who goes out with his checkbook, making deals, contracts, and paying for players with his Revolut card. No, that's not how it goes down. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the Manchester United manager. He has a list of players that he wants, and he gives that to the guys who should get it done. And they most definitely do not get it done. They do the polar opposite. It's like going to a big lovely steakhouse and ordering a lovely fillet steak. That's what I want. Jadon Sancho, lovely bit of steak. And then they bring out a fucking chicken nugget. And you're like, okay, I like chicken nuggets, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted a nice steak. I came to a steakhouse. And they're like, and so yeah, that's my problem. That is my problem. Manchester United. What's going on? Sorry. Sorry. Stupid son. I think that's okay. I think we're good. No, we're not good. Maybe I'll go here. Yeah, that's better. Sorry, guys. Okay, so yeah, Manchester United they always fuck up. Cavani signing for me was a massive shock, because obviously we've been linked to him and we've been linked to everyone, because I thought, is this actually happening? We've been chasing Jadon Sancho for so long, and then they give us Cavani, who hasn't had a club since June, who hasn't been training, and he's a free agent, so we could have got him at any time, but we get him on deadline day. And not only do we get him, we give him the number 7 shirt. Cavani 7 at Manchester United. And I just think that bothers me a lot. And people are saying, oh, give him a break, he'll do well. That I hope Cavani does well. I really do. Obviously, I want any Manchester United player to do well. But my point is making it known that Jadon Sancho was a target for so long, and then to not get that deal, to last minute sign a free agent who has been a free agent since June, and then give him the number 7. It doesn't make sense. It never makes sense. And yeah, I'm pissed off about that. So yeah, Alex Telles, definitely a player that I do like. I think he's 28 years old. A left back, and he has a great attacking ability about his game, which is good because we need that, I think, in our game. We definitely need it. I've seen a few bits of Alex Telles' game which I like. Obviously, he's really good at taking free kicks. And he was actually the penalty taker for Porto as well, and he's got a lot of goals. I think he's got 35 goals for a defender, and that's pretty good. That's not per season, that's overall, I think, but that's really, really good for a defender. And he likes to smash them outside the box, so yeah, he is probably the most exciting signing of deadline day for me right now. Okay, that's better. Okay, we're back. So yeah, Alex Telles definitely the one that excites me the most from deadline day. Overall, it's obviously Donny van de Beek. It should have been Jadon Sancho, but I don't really want to keep dwelling on that. I don't want to keep talking about Jadon Sancho for the rest of my life, because I know we're going to see it every day on Twitter. We're going to see it constantly in the news, all the way up to the January transfer window, which isn't too far away, which is so weird. Like, I just think this year for football has been insanely crazy. And yeah, so we're just going to have constant reminders of this whole Jadon Sancho flop, constant reminders that our board are totally unable to do any type of business. Hi guys, welcome to the video. True Red Devil, big shout out to you. Really, really always interacting with everything, so much love for that. But yeah, I just feel like there's so many things that are going to keep bothering us. Then you've obviously got Pogba, who is away on international break. And yet again, talking about the dream move to Madrid. Now, I know his comments were followed by, I'm at Manchester United. I'm doing everything we can to make Manchester great again, pretty much. But I just think Pogba it's so annoying with him on the team and with him talking every international break. It's honestly infuriating. I would love to cash in on Paul Pogba. I would love to. No doubt he's a very good player. But personally for me, and this isn't an agenda against Pogba because I actually do like the guy. My issue is his consistency it's just non-existent. He's not consistent at all. And that kind of rhymed. His agent is a dick. Sorry, but he is. Mino Raiola, hate him. Absolutely hate him. I just think Pogba shows a lot of good things per game, but it's very rare that I can think of games when Paul Pogba was actually world class, top class. He does little bits, but then a lot of the time he gives the ball away. He just makes silly mistakes in a game. And we definitely need to do better. And I just think if we can get money for Paul Pogba, especially coming January, do it. Just do it, because he gives me too much of a headache, in my opinion. Sorry guys if I'm missing your comments. I do want to read comments. I'll try and get around to them maybe later. Guys, Elliot says Pogba can dance to Madrid. No doubt he will as well. No doubt he will. But look, does Madrid even want him anymore? I don't know. I'm sure Zidane would love to work with Pogba. He's always made it clear that he is fond of Paul, and but yeah, I just think that's another thing that's kind of putting a dampener on everything. The international break is always quite shit. To be honest, I don't know why the internationals are going on with the whole COVID thing. I think just it's unnecessary for travelling purposes, especially for friendlies. The other competitions, I won't mention Ireland because they're crap, but those competitions fine because I know they have to get done, but friendlies, what's the point? But anyway, we're not here to talk about Pogba, we're not here to talk about Ireland. I want to talk about the signings. So I've already touched on Cavani and Telles a little bit, obviously not too much. And then of course you've got Facundo Pellistri, he's Uruguayan as well as Cavani, and he does look good, but apparently he is coming straight into the team. He's got the number 28 jersey, if I'm correct. I think Telles is 27, and Cavani of course is number 7, which is ridiculous. So Pellistri, I think he's got 5 games, 1 goal so far this season. He's definitely meant to be a top upcoming talent and one to watch. But again, I don't know too much about him, so I can't really say. I am excited because, of course, if we have a young talent coming into our team, a bright prospect for the future, then happy days. If he's going to be thrown into the first team, it's a bit worrying because Diego Forlan had said that he definitely needs a little bit more time to improve and stuff. So whacking him in the first team would be a bit worrying. But to be honest, we're pretty worrying anyway. So I don't think we could get any worse, or maybe we could. We've got Amad Traore or Amad Diallo, who is again a very young guy. He plays at Atalanta, mainly for their younger team, their B team pretty much. But he has had I think 6 games with the. Is it 6 games? No, it's definitely not 6. I think it's 3 games. 3 games with Atalanta and 1 goal, 1 yellow card as well. But yeah, I think he definitely seems like a very exciting talent as well. He's meant to be rated like to be one of the best for the future. So obviously that is good to know that our scouts are going out and they're finding good talented players. He doesn't come until January anyway, which is worrying. I just want to get these players in and see what they're all about. But like, is he going to be coming into the first team anyway? I don't know. I really don't know. I just think this deadline day thing was so. It was crazy. I wasn't hyped at all. I wasn't excited at all. I was just like, I hate my life. I hate my life. Normally I enjoy transfer deadline day and we've kind of gotten business done a little bit, not so much recently, but previously it used to be a fun kind of day. I'd sit in front of the TV and I'd like just love it. Love listening to everything that's going on. But in this case I was just very annoyed. Stephen Riley says, who did you want us to sign? Of course I wanted to sign Jadon Sancho. I wanted to sign a centre back, which I didn't think they would, to be honest, towards the end of it. But we really need one, and especially after the performance there against Spurs to end it before the international break. Like, honestly, I'm still furious about it. Like, Man United are actually breaking my heart. Harry Maguire, I do feel for him because I see he's getting so much stick, and especially this whole he shouldn't be captain thing, which I never really agreed with him being captain. But of course, I don't want to be one who kind of gives out about every decision that's been made about the team. Giving him the captaincy, obviously he has something. He was captain at Leicester, I'm pretty sure. And you can see he does have leadership kind of to. I feel Bruno would be brilliant, but of course he's just new into the squad. But again, you could say that Harry Maguire was just very new into the squad, so why was he given it from Ashley Young? Pogba was obviously stripped of captaincy just because of all the nonsense that was going on around him previously, and then obviously De Gea as well. I just don't see De Gea. Obviously, I hear him giving out to the team, and I hear him, and I love that. But I just think a goalkeeper as a captain isn't always the easiest and best option. Who do you think should be captain? Do you think Maguire deserves another chance? Spike says Maguire plus Fridge. Poor him, he gets a lot of stick. But yeah, so I just feel very confused as a Man United fan right now. I feel, I'm not even going to say let down, because I think we've been let down for a very long time. It's just been an awful couple of years, or more than a couple of years, as a United fan, with just players coming in. It's very clear to see that those players on that list are never given. They may get their 3rd or 4th choice, or in Ollie's case, you may just be, it's like basically, what's the game? Pass the parcel, when you've got a present and it's wrapped up in like layers and layers and layers, and Ollie's like unwrapping, weeks go by and you're still unwrapping, and then on the very last day you open it and you've got Cavani wearing the number 7 shirt, and you're like, that's not what I asked for. Like, that I wanted Jadon Sancho. What is this? Is this some sort of joke? That's pretty much what manager is, because you literally are like, you know what you want, but you then again know that you're most likely not going to get it, which is shit. It's sad, and Ollie will probably lose his job. Stephen Riley says, what do you think of the Poch rumours? Obviously, it wouldn't surprise me if Manchester United were in contact with Poch to discuss things. It wouldn't surprise me because the board have no loyalty. Ed Woodward is a little bit of a snake. Like, he has no loyalty whatsoever. No loyalty towards players, no loyalty towards managers. You saw how Spurs treated Pochettino. He had no idea he was losing his job, and then Mourinho comes in straight away. I think Poch is a good manager, and he is exciting, and I do like him, but I want Ollie there. Like, I do want Ollie there, and I feel like I really hate this sack a manager, get a new one in. I'm fed up with it, because if there was change, if I could see change, then yeah, I'd be happy. I'd say, well, not that I'd be happy. In a normal scenario, I'd say, okay, fine, if we get a new manager and hopefully things pick up, fine. But it's a constant cycle of get a new manager. The manager gives his list of the players that he wants. The manager doesn't get those players, or the second choice, maybe the third choice, maybe the fourth choice, or a surprise. An absolute happy meal of a deal. Surprise. And then, yeah, they get sacked because they do shit, because they have players that they didn't want. They have players that they inherited from the previous manager. They have players who are on a stinker of a wage, massive money, and they can't get them out of the team. They can't sell them because no one wants them, because nobody wants to pay that money. I just think the club is in such a bad way. A really bad way. So we need to sort that out. Well, not we, because we can't do anything about it, which is shit. That's the worst part of it all. We want to do something about it, and we just have to watch. It's like watching our house burn down. It's so sad. All our stuff is in it, and we're just watching, like, when is this going to stop? Please. It's crap. Okay. Thomas Riley says, Phil Jones over Maguire. Let me know in the comments what you think. And yeah, if you have any questions, drop them in, and I'll try and get around to them. So yeah, Cavani 7. I really hope I am wrong. Like, not that I'm saying he's not going to do well. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I'm disappointed. And I feel sorry for all the signings that have come in. Feel very sorry for them, because, you know, when you sign for a club, well, not that we know, because we don't play professionally, a lot of us, but if you sign for a club, you're kind of excited, and you want there to be a bit of hype around you coming in, and you want to see the fans excited, and pretty much all the comments are like, fuck you, Woodward out, Blazer out, everything, like, and there's barely any positive comments in there for the players actually wishing them well. So in that sense, I do feel sorry for the players who have come in, because it's not their fault. It's not their fault. Cavani, I'm sure he didn't demand the number 7 jersey. And I hope, one thing I hope is these players coming in, I hope that they take this and say, do you know what? I'm going to work my ass off and prove everyone wrong. That's what I want. That's what I hoped from Alexis Sanchez. That's what I hoped from Di Maria. And that didn't happen. So can you blame us for having low expectations of these players? Can you blame us for worrying a little bit? Because I can't. I think we're quite reasonable. But I do hope that they hit the ground running, and Cavani scores lots of goals, hopefully. But anyway, I don't think he's going to get to play against Newcastle, because he has to, like, quarantine and stuff now. I don't know if they're trying to get around it. I heard they are. I don't know if they can. Very weird one. But it's going to be a quiet weekend anyway, because there's no Premier League football. So basically, we're just going to have to talk about all this. What's going to happen? What could it be? Alex Telles is playing tonight. Well, in the morning. I think 1 a.m. maybe. Brazil are playing, so I would like to watch that, but to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be able to stay up and watch, because I'm tired. But yeah, I just feel drained, and I'm sure you do as well. As a United fan, there's just a season. 3 games, 2 losses, 1 win, a very much scraped win after the final whistle, we score a penalty, which is insane. Stephen Riley says, do you think we should go for Sarr of Watford or Buendia of Norwich? Buendia is alright. But I'd rather Sarr. But we want him on loan, if anything. And I don't think we're going to get him on loan. So why would Watford? To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we got someone that we didn't hear of, that we haven't really heard of in the Championship, if we do get anyone on loan. True Red Devil says, Van der Sar as Director of Football. No, it's gone. Oh yeah. Van der Sar as Director of Football is the first thing needed, with Woodward going back to corporate marketing. Yeah, like, no doubt Ed Woodward is good at his marketing job. He's good at getting money and making deals happen, but to have him in charge of transfers is absolutely outrageous. Because you've seen, I don't know if you've seen the ow, I just went over my toe. Why is this so annoying? I'm sorry. Dortmund have put out a statement about, not a statement, but they've basically said that they were absolutely horrified by Man United's just the way they do business, and they tried to get some player, I don't even know his name, apparently on deadline day they tried to get some player called Nico something, who I'm not too familiar with at all because I don't even know his name. United's approach, and yeah, I actually don't even know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. Okay, I'm gonna get my laptop and I'm gonna try and read your comments. So sorry, I'm like moving around like a crazy person. Okay, so Zero Blade 57 says Buendia is probably cheaper, so we know what Woodward will do. Yeah, probably. Scott Ferguson says Buendia. Alpha Eagle says, no offense to the signings, of course I wish them all the best, but they were not the targets we wanted. Yeah, that's my issue. You know, they're not. We didn't want them. Solskjaer didn't want them. But I do hope they're like, okay, fans, fuck you. Here you go. I'm gonna score a bicycle kick in the 90th minute, and you're gonna love me, and that would be an amazing thing to do. But I'm not confident, guys. I'm really not confident. Stephen Riley says, won't change, get any top signings with Woodward in charge. Yeah, exactly. Look, Man United used to be a club that attracted players to Manchester United. That's what they want. And now when Man United are involved in, you know, when they want to sign you, the main issue is how much am I getting paid? How long is my contract? That stuff. These players don't care about Man United. They don't care. Okay, this name, if I say your name wrong, apologies. Tanalak Frigg. At Juventus, attacker and midfield from circle around Pogba as main man. But at United, Martial, Rashford and Greenwood don't want to do that. They only want to run like headless chickens and lose the ball. I think it's a total different game. I think Pogba did very well in Juventus because of obviously the quality around him as well. And the game's just a little bit slower. But yeah, I do get it. Like, watching Man United is just, it's not very entertaining most of the time. Scott Ferguson says Cantona was 7. Yes, he was. We need 7s that actually deserve to wear the shirt. And that's why I'm disappointed with Cavani getting it. Cavani's not here for very long, I hope. I'll probably regret that if he does really well, but I just don't think he will. I would have liked him to have that vacant and give Cavani 77 to represent his age. Joke. That's not nice. Okay, Ronald Rain says the fear factor is all gone. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. Manchester United do not have a fear factor. We've just been spanked by Spurs, who don't even have a trophy to their name. And yeah, we don't have that. Like, people here were playing Manchester United, and the likes of Aston Villa and Newcastle and Brighton are like, oh, grand, we can do this, we can beat them, no bother. That's not good. When they come up against the likes of Liverpool or Man City, it's like, oh shit, we need to fight, we need to work our hardest to make sure we win this game. Obviously the recent results didn't really end up that way for Liverpool and Man City, but generally it's, they're ones to fear. Okay, trying to find other comments. So if I missed yours, maybe type it again. Or yeah. Stephen Riley says start Van de Beek over Pogba against Newcastle. Van de Beek for me has to start. Pogba's not been in form. He deserves to be on. I think Van de Beek actually does more, and I'd like to see more of him. Definitely want to see him start, and he deserves it. He definitely deserves it. Scott Ferguson says, I love you too. Zero Blade 57 again also says Pogba should be dropped, Van de Beek deserves a start. Stephen Riley says Fernandes was taken off at half time against Spurs because he had a go at Maguire. Yeah, now I read that as well, and I don't know how true that is because I've been looking for a source and there is no source. So I wouldn't believe that story fully. Like, I don't doubt that Bruno had he may have said something to Harry, he may have, I don't know. I definitely think if that was the case, good. I respect Bruno for that, and you would hope that your players are doing that. What a mentality to have. That's what you want in your dressing room. But yeah, I just think Bruno, if he did that, he shouldn't have been taken off. But he does have a temper on him, I know that. Alex Humani says, do you really think Ollie is a good tactical manager? I'm not Ollie out per se, but we need a real manager with a plan and thoughts. Sorry. Tactically, I do think Ollie is good. I do think he is good. I think he still has much to learn. He's still a relevantly not new manager because he has been managing for quite a while, but this is a massive job for him. It's a massive test, and he's not had players of this ability before. But if you think about the goals that we've conceded and the games that we've lost, a lot of that is because we've lost because of errors, like personal errors, crap mistakes from a player who's actually put us in the shit. Like the other day with Maguire pulling Shaw down, stuff like that. These are individual errors that Ollie didn't tell them to do that. And Ollie's not telling Harry Maguire to pull his man down. So, I think it is hard because Ollie, sometimes you have to question his tactics. But I do think I want him to have more time. I definitely do. Spike says, y'all took too long going after Sancho that you missed signing other players. Yes, we did. That's Man United all over. Typical Man United. They try and run it down. They try and get a bargain. They're just trying to Google all these promo codes to try and get a percentage off, which is just ridiculous. COVID-19 did not work. For Man United. Ronald Rain says Maguire is just not confident enough in that defence. Yeah, I think Maguire should be doing better, and he has good spells. But in my opinion, I would like to see him dropped, which they won't do. But I would like to see him dropped, definitely. We have so many different centre backs, we really do, but it's just they're all not good enough, injured, all this crap. It's not good. Not good. True Red Devil says Van de Beek is he's very versatile and he can kind of play anywhere, except I wouldn't really put him in goals. But yeah, I just think what he offers when he comes on, he has a great vision, great kind of attacking play. I do like that. He sees things. Stephen Riley says, did you watch the Ireland game last night? Yes, I did. I wasn't fully focused, I had dinner and stuff, but yeah, towards the end it was decent. Ireland played alright for once, and we just couldn't get it in the back of the net, which is standard Ireland. And yeah, typical to go to extra time and penalties and lose. When we really should have scored. There was like 2 opportunities that would have definitely should have been a goal. I think pick a corner, put the ball in it. That's it. Easy as that. Richie Ryan says Maguire and Pogba should be dropped. I agree. Van de Beek in for me, definitely has to happen. And Maguire, which he won't be dropped, but I would like to see him dropped. I just think after seeing that, when Martial got the red card, his leadership qualities there, I expect it to be dealt with by other players. No. Stephen Riley said Twanzebe is back because he previously said that Eric Bailly is injured. Bailey came out today and said that like he's okay. He was just it's tired. It was he's tired, so that's why he came out. And I don't think he's actually injured, but we'll see. I'm sure when he gets back to camp with Man United, they'll see how he is. But I wouldn't worry too much about that. Okay, guys. I can't. But 1 or 2 more before I go. Richie Ryan again says he should also be stripped as captain and given to Bruno or De Gea. Bruno seems to have an immense passion for the club. Maguire is a softie. I agree. I love Bruno and I've loved him since before he came in. The excitement of him coming in was just, I loved it. I've seen videos of him being angry and passionate and kicking lumps out of a Boa Vista stadium. I don't know if it was half time or after a game. He was ripping his armband off and like throwing it at someone. Like I think he threw it in their face. Obviously, it's not nice to see. You don't want to see anyone treat someone badly, but he was kicking the wall and all. It's very funny, and I love that. I love to see it. So yeah, Bruno, I think his English is great. He loves to talk, he loves to command, demand, and that's what we need. Don't get me wrong, Harry Maguire can do that. I have seen it. It's not as if I have. But just in some of the times when you need him most, he kind of hides, and that's the problem. Joel Jesseroon says, we need a centre-back. Bailey is injury prone. Bailey's really good, but he makes me terrified. He makes me fear for my life sometimes because my heart is like when I'm watching him. He does the most dangerous things, or crazy things, or cheeky, little turns, and just he's great to watch. But yeah, gets injured way too often, in my opinion. Kovalan Moodley says Bruno is captain material, no one else throughout the squad. But the question is, our squad is so sensitive. I agree. And people always say, oh, what would you think about Roy Keane coming in and being the manager or being part of the dressing room? And my reply is always, if Roy Keane came in there, the players would pack their bags and run away. They'd cry. The players are too much of a bunch of divas. Not all of them. A lot of them are divas. And if Roy Keane goes in there and starts calling them names and stuff and telling them that they were shit, the players will literally down tools. They won't. They'll be awful. Like, I've seen it with Ireland. I know Ireland are not Manchester United, but Roy Keane was a part of the management there, and Roy Keane had massive run-ins with players. There was one, I did a video about it, it was just search Noelle Francisco and Roy Keane, Harry Arthur, and watch that video, and I explained everything that happened with Roy Keane. Like, he was calling the player CUNT and stuff like that, and our players wouldn't. They'd cry. They couldn't hack it. But I really love your comment. Great one. Iller United says Keane would kill all these players. LOL. Yes, he would. Like, he'd literally. They would run away. They'd leave. They'd go into hiding. Tilak Frigg says, in the modern game, captains are not important. I disagree. I think captains are very important, no matter what. I think, obviously, on the pitch, you're going to have loads of leaders anyway, people who would be good captains, but I think to have an actual proper captain who sorts out all the problems, because a captain can go and discuss with the referee all the players running at the ref. That's not good. So yeah, I just think when all the players are running at the referee and the captain isn't, that's an issue. Thank you so much, True Red Devil. Appreciate it. Okay guys, I'm gonna go because my mouth's getting really dry from talking too much. And I just wanted to express my opinions on kind of what's been going down over the past maybe week, as well, because I told you earlier in the video, I've been getting messages asking my opinions on our new signings and stuff like that. So I just thought, right, I'm gonna jump on a live and what you're feeling about the players and everything like that. So I appreciate you jumping on the live. I will be doing another video maybe this weekend, hopefully. But yeah, anyway guys, have a really nice Friday, have a great weekend, and if your national team is playing, hopefully they win. Ireland are just crap, so I'm gonna have the worst weekend ever with no football. Yeah. Anyway guys, enjoy, and I will chat to you all soon.